Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Guys, welcome to episode 191 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
And guess who the fuck decided to show up today?
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
And you know who else decided to show up today? It's about damn
Insensitive
time.
Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
That's who we are. Y'all already know. Welcome back, man. Everybody, we got a full episode with all three of us together.
Been a minute.
I'm all happy and shit now. I thought Yoko was breaking up the band. I don't know who Yoko is, but that bitch was breaking up the band, son.
Oh, no. Fuck that hoe.
Yoko.
Oh, man. Nah, it's good to be recording with us three. I had a couple people that wanted to come on this episode just to come through. And I'm like, nah, we gotta do one at least. Just all three of us together. So before we start bringing somebody in again.
Word.
But how y'all doing, man? Dave, what's good? How was the
Mama Ramon visit?
Yeah.
Oh, it was fantastic. We did a little Alcatraz. We saw the Sharks game, some grubbing, and you know, when mom's in town, they're usually paying, so that's always good when you go out, especially around here. They're picking up that check. I cooked them a bunch of dinners. I made Thanksgiving dinner here.
a lot of guacamole?
Yeah, we had a guac turkey. It's like actually guac dried, like aged in guacamole for like 2 weeks, just on the counter too. So it was wild. I didn't know what was going to happen, but it was delicious, and it ended up being a really solid day. But no, it was low key Thanksgiving. How was your guys' holiday week there?
It was good for me. I mean, it was went back to the Rock and tried my best to hold it all together and maintain sanity. Still got to, hang out with family and wife's family and all that. And I'm lucky enough I got the week off from work, so we were, chilling up at the lake and shit, just trying to relax a little bit, get some stuff done. And of course, I didn't get anything actually done. So I was just, being a dad the whole
Just
time.
vibing in dad mode.
Doing dad things.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about you, homie?
Welcome to that.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
I don't
If
hear
you
enough drinking.
Yep. I already know how that is. Nah, we were good, man. We had a good holiday. I was happy because I didn't have to drive anywhere, where normally it's like we're going from point A to point B,
Right.
back to point A to then jump to C and then come back to where we're gonna actually land at. That's usually the case, and trying to figure out like how much time to spend here, there, and so that nobody feels like
Butt hurt.
butthurt about it or any type of way. So, we it was all hosted at my house. So, it was just the most stressful part was like just the getting everything ready before people came over, and then crack the drinks. And because I didn't have to drive anywhere, so I was just, so I was vibing. Even my dad was like, yo, come through. He knows, man. He doesn't tell me anything until day of.
Yeah.
And, he's just like, oh, we're going to be here. And I always feel bad because it's just like, I should just count on it because he always tells me last minute. But it'll be the day that I count on it. He'll be like, we're not going to really do anything.
Yeah, we're not doing
so,
shit.
you know what I mean?
Chill out.
So he hit me up and I was just like, I'm not even going to lie to you, Dad. I'm like, I'm just looking forward to not driving anywhere and just kind of just chilling and, just being in that. And that's exactly what we did, but we had a full weekend. It wasn't just that. It was, birthday parties and you know, all of the stuff that we normally do with the added Thanksgiving. So, so I just try to, you know, maintain a nice little buzz, chilling with my girl's family and shit. And
hell yeah,
it was a good time. It just wasn't stressful, and that was good enough for me. You know.
Yeah, not having to drive is huge. That's just such a load off to not have to worry about that.
Normally everybody else is like drinking and shit, and I gotta, you know, I can have like 1 or 2 drinks, but then I have to cut myself off because, you know, we'll be leaving at, you know, within the next hour, like 2 hours or some shit like that. So it's only like 1 or 2 beers, and then I gotta count on that because we gotta drive back and forth and shit. So this year, I wasn't counting on any of that shit. And then, you know, as soon as I was ready, I'm just gonna sneak off upstairs. I'm not even gonna I don't have to.
Who was
sneak
doing
off
the
and
cooking
do nothing.
on Thanksgiving?
My girl's dad usually does the cooking. He does all the prepping stuff. He gets up early. He's
Damn, so really
brining a couple.
out.
Yeah, he brined a couple turkeys to try that out, and he was doing the sous vide stuff.
Damn, he went hard.
Yeah, so there were a few turkeys, and then people usually brought some extra shit.
Multiple
you know?
turkeys, my man.
Yeah. It was good. It was good.
It's extravagant.
Yeah, it was very nice. Sometimes not gonna lie, probably next year I'll probably you know, have my mom bring some Puerto Rican dishes just because I missed those.
For sure.
We just have different. It's just obviously, other than like obviously different flavors and shit like that. There's just certain dishes that you know.
Was this your
Puerto Ricans have
your very first white people Thanksgiving? Like totally?
No, bro.
I'm just making sure because it sounded like you were like culture shocked by all the.
No.
Bland
I've been with my
dishes.
girl for 8 years. I've been with my girl for 8 years. I knew exactly.
It's like, I knew what I was in for.
Yeah, I knew exactly the type of food that we getting. I'm not saying that it was bad. I'm just saying I knew.
No, I feel you. It's all right.
But
no disrespect. I get it.
No. But what happens is, it's just, I don't know how to explain it to you. Puerto Rican, like a full Puerto Rican Thanksgiving is just different. Like there are just certain foods that aren't at everyone's table. You know what I mean? Like the rice and I've
never had a rice Thanksgiving.
The way my mom makes her actual stuffing, like she actually stuffs the bird with it, like old school and shit, and like just certain things that from my childhood. The way my mom makes mashed potatoes, that's so flavorful. You know what I mean? Like it's a specific flavor that I only get when my mom puts it together. You know what I mean?
Got you.
And I was reminded of that. I think it was last year or the year before, because my sister bought a house and she organized it where the family would come together at her house because she has enough space to do it. And it was when my mom cooked the food and I had a little bit of all of that stuff. And I was just like, it was just nostalgic for me. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, yeah. That's where I was like, I never had that urge to just be stuffed on Thanksgiving more than I did when I was, when I'm just with my mom's food. Mm-hmm. Essentially, that's what it comes down to. It's just I need a little bit of mixture of that. I need some of that in there too.
I feel you. Next year.
Yeah. Next year, I already told my mom. Next year,
it's back on you, Mom.
You're coming with. Mm-hmm. You're coming with.
There you go.
But you also need to bring some shit.
There you go. Perfect.
Word.
Yeah, and if they don't, if they don't want to eat it, like I'm okay with that.
That rice.
Right. Mm-hmm. They don't want to eat it. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of it, and you know what? More leftovers for me, because I'm gonna fuck it up. Like it's a weird one, but my mom's mashed potatoes. She puts mayo in it, and it gives it like this very specific flavor that's more aligned with like a I guess a potato salad or some shit.
That's a new one.
Yeah, my girl was just like, she was like, I noticed she barely ate like at my mom's, like the food. She was just like, yeah, I wasn't a fan of the mashed potatoes, and because it tasted like it had mayo in it, and I'm just like, but ain't that y'all shit?
I mean, yeah, I'm surprised that she wasn't feeling it. Yeah,
Like that is seasoning for you, right?
that's probably. I thought it would be too spicy for her, though. That's probably what it was. It was probably too spicy. She's like, I can't handle this. This is a little bit much. I can't handle
mayo.
Puerto Rican Thanksgivings. These potatoes are too spicy. Is this Hellman's?
Nah, shit is.
I need some milk or some water or something. It's just.
Yo, and and I never even noticed that that people no longer stuff their actually stuff the turkey with stuffing anymore because
Just adds to the cooking time, and people worry about salmonella.
no,
and shit.
yeah, people worry about salmonella and shit like that. I'm like, I never
Really?
like, yeah. Like I just feel like it's
contamination.
I've
fear.
never heard that before in my entire life.
I feel like it's just like so it gives a certain moisture to the stuffing where it's just not a dry ass stuffing. You know what I mean? Like it's just and the flavors all get mixed in. It's just such a bomb ass
It's literally
fucking
called
flavor.
stuffing because you're supposed to stuff the bird.
Sure,
if it's not stuffed in the bird, it's just
it's called
dressing.
fixins. Yeah, dressing. There we go.
Right.
Yeah, dressing.
So you had
Yeah,
dressing.
but most people still call it stuffing though.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Always.
They still
called
call it stuffing, but it's really dressing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the distinction.
Yeah. No, I have never been to. I should not say that. So my mom used to not ever stuff the bird. She just like straight up stovetop stuffing it.
Okay. Stovetop
for
fucks.
many
I ain't mad at
years.
that.
But like, I think when I turned like in my teen years, she was like, "I'm gonna go, do it the right way." And ever since then, it was always. And I've never been to another Thanksgiving dinner that didn't have the stuffing inside the bird, and I've never once heard anyone say that they were concerned about salmonella.
Yeah.
Why they like?
Bro,
I don't even
coquito.
understand how that works. It's in the oven. Like wouldn't you be cooking it away?
I think they're worried about it not cooking enough because it's just like in the middle of the turkey. So like even though the bird, like the breast reaches whatever temperature, because the stuffing is deep inside there, it might not reach that same temperature. So people
I don't think
have
that's how
gotten
ovens
sick
work.
Hey, it's microwaves cook from the inside out. Ovens cook from the outside in.
Yeah, but a turkey is sitting in the oven for hours. There's no way it's not getting hot inside the turkey.
This is just
If
the
you know what
logic
you're
behind
if you know what
these
you're
people,
doing, if you cook a turkey properly, no one's getting sick. Everyone's gonna have a great time. But if you're fucking
you're right. Yeah, if you
ass
don't cook
fuck
the
and you
turkey,
can't-
I
you
think it
can't cook
doesn't
your
matter
shit right.
whether you stuff that bitch with stuffing or not. Everybody's going to the hospital.
I don't know, but
We all shit in
I'm
water
telling
for
you
That's
right
like
now,
people that don't defrost their turkey like 2 days before Thanksgiving. It's
I'm
like-
telling you right now, normalize stuffing, because damn it, that shit is so
Facts.
much better.
Yeah, that's way better. Sorry,
It's
folks
so
that
much
don't stuff
better.
their turkeys.
It's all right.
Same shit with coquito. Coquito used to be made with raw eggs, raw egg yolk. I remember that's how my mom used to make it.
Ooh, that's a little
and
funky,
no more.
son.
Now people, what the fuck do you think eggnog is made out of? Why do you think they call it eggnog?
I don't fuck with eggnog either. Shit's
No, I
gross,
know. I'm
bro.
just saying, but it's. I mean, it's same shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to
No, I
tell
get it.
you. I don't know that I've ever known.
Never
I don't
been
think
a
I've ever made
nog
my own
fan.
coquito.
Yeah. I just remember helping my mom make coquito a long time ago, and
But it doesn't. It won't.
the
It
recipe-
wouldn't last as long. That's what I would be more afraid of. Not so much like, the eggs. It's like it just wouldn't last as long. Like you make it, you got to drink it today. Like you.
But that's never that's never the thought process. Everybody's just like, because you're blending it. Shit is all just blended.
Yeah, but it's
Raw.
gonna settle. If it's sitting
Sure.
around for 2 weeks, the way most
It's got to be
coquito does
refrigerated,
now.
right? If it's raw egg.
For sure. Yeah,
it's got milk in it too. It
sure.
has to be refrigerated, but I wouldn't even think like even refrigerated raw.
Don't leave it out too long
for like 2 weeks.
That long, yeah, that's a long time. It's a long time for sure.
But anyways,
shit never lost
enough
a
with
long
the
conversation.
USDA health
Food Network
recommendation.
Yeah. Anyway, we had a great time. It was
that was the point.
Love these holidays. These are the good holidays. Stuff your face. That's it.
The hungry holidays.
The hungry holidays, and you know my big ass likes to eat, so hell yeah.
Word.
All right. Anyway, let's get right to it.
Let's do it. All right. Y'all seen the show Naked and Afraid?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, no. Hold the fuck up. What are we laughing at?
Oh, your
What's so
thumbs up
goddamn
popped up
funny?
again.
Oh, did it? I didn't see. I had it covered with my notes. You guys freak me out there.
Nah, you're good. You're good. It's always just funny when I see it pop up.
I gotta remember not to. I almost did it right there on accident.
You didn't even
All
do
right,
it.
well,
Like you just had like your hand like this,
Right.
and that
And
little,
it popped up. It's like, oh, he's
it
doing a
was
thumbs up. All right. First question for real now.
Sure.
Would you rather be on Naked and Afraid, so like it's broadcast on TV like a normal episode, or do a month in prison?
I would do the TV show.
You'd be naked and afraid?
I mean, you're not naked on the TV show. Like
no,
they blur
you're
everything
naked
out.
on the TV. I mean, you're still fucking naked, like the camera dudes and shit that are fucking recording you. You're just like, I'll hang dong in front of the cameraman. I don't give a
I
fuck.
don't give a fuck about them.
Okay.
I mean, I'll probably walk around with a heart on the entire time. But
Why would you? I don't think you would have a hard on, dude. Like, what if you were paired with like the grossest chick and just,
We're
like,
talking about Naked and
if it's-
Afraid, not prison.
yeah. I mean, I guess it would probably depend on who was also nude next to me, but I don't know.
Wait, if
man.
you would have an erection, or if you would choose Naked and Afraid over prison?
No, if I would have an erection, but I don't think it takes much for me these days.
She's just any little thing there, and she's just like, she's
anything
collecting
is just
some
like-
firewood so you guys can fucking start a fire and survive. And Johnny's like, oh, fuck. Trying to
It'll
fuck right
move
now.
a lot. I may not be like full on rock hard, but it'll be like.
I mean, that's good. You don't want to be fucking totally shriveled up on Naked and Afraid, bro. Like, you want to be
Again,
at 6 o'clock for the
who's-
majority
who
of the...
can see this except the people there? So it'll only be people commenting amongst themselves.
The blur's
"You
going
see
to be
this
maybe a
motherfucker,
little bit bigger. Be like, I
pervert-ass
don't know.
Johnny over here.
Did you see Johnny's blur over there? It was pretty fucking tiny. I don't know about all that shit. What's he packing over there? And I mean, don't think, forget about the naked for a second. Like, there's dysentery and wildlife, and like, you're going through some bullshit. Like, those people aren't just like, they're having a shitty fucking time, bro. What is it? Like, it's like until they have to get to a certain point, I think, or I don't know. It's multiple days at least, because like they're camping out, they're sleeping, trying to sleep through the night, and it's at least 3 or 4 days. I want to say that they're just fucking trekking around trying to survive.
And what happens at the end? Do you get
Usually,
money?
like, they get to a certain point and like a helicopter or a
prize?
boat or something comes and grabs them.
Do you win something?
They get
for
like a
making it
crash
to the
prize?
No,
end?
you don't.
yeah,
We
right?
don't win anything. No, there's
Oh,
no.
you don't? It's
No,
just being
dude.
naked
You've
and afraid
you've survived. That's your fucking prize. Yeah.
You just get
That
like
sounds
the
about white.
There's no money or nothing.
$500 SAG fee for being on camera.
You get a $15 Dunkin' Donuts gift card.
The only SAG fee you have is that fucking shriveled little thing you've been prancing.
Or that
around the
huge
fucking
boner
island
you've
with.
been fucking flopping around through the African savannah.
Yeah. No, I would still rather do that than be in prison.
Man, oh, all right. I'm
Hold on.
Oh, so you're a hardcore prison guy over here.
a prison guy for sure. Yeah, I'm
it
not
a
fucking
max-
with the wildlife or the snakes or anything that's out there trying to bite my dick and shit. Mm-mm.
Is it like maximum security prison where you're in there with like murderers and rapists?
No, it's not.
No,
Because
it's
in
just
maximum
regular
security,
prison,
you're
right?
Still
protected
prison.
from
It's
everyone
not
else.
jail.
This is a regular prison where you go in, like, you're in Gen Pop, bro. You could get fucking stabbed in the yard. Like, this max security would be nice. You're just, 23 hours a day by yourself. But regular prison, you're out, with the people, son. You could easily take a poop shank.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna not want to do that.
I think
I'm gonna not want to get poop shanked. Yeah.
I mean, looking at you though, I can. Yeah, I mean that's for sure.
No, dude,
You
I
guys
shave
are-
my head. I'm Aryan Brotherhood all day. They got my back. I'm not even worried about that shit.
Yeah, why? I don't know. Your tats might get you like shouted out a specific way.
Right?
I don't know, or it may get me, cool with some people.
Maybe.
Like it is
It's a
what it-
50.
Maybe
Yeah,
the wrong people.
I mean, you know what? I think I'd rather go to prison for a month
Yeah,
than
just a
to
month.
try to survive butt ass naked in the wild.
3 days.
Bro,
For
does
3
it look
days?
like
Let's say it's a week. Let's say it's a week tops.
a week?
Still.
Bro, so the thing with naked and afraid is, right, I'm not worried about the naked part. Like, it is what it
the
is,
afraid
right?
part?
I'm naked. It's the
Yes,
fact
I'm
that
very
you are,
afraid.
No, it's the fact that you are the reason why you are fucking naked, right? You are left with nothing in the middle of nowhere and the sole purpose is to survive. You have to
I have
hunt
no
for your
survival skills.
food.
Yeah.
You have to make a makeshift fucking
Tent and shit.
loincloth and
Yeah.
shit, like just to cover yourself. Then you have to build yourself a fucking hut because, God forbid, it fucking rains wherever the fuck you are. I'm not made for that shit, bro. I have the body is there to show you. I am like sit in front of the fucking TV, microwave some shit, warm
to
that
that.
shit up, like, I'm just not
clothed and
built for
chilling.
that. At least in prison, the only thing I really do have to worry about is my safety, which you are not fucking safe alone in the middle of a rainforest or wherever the fuck that they drop you off at.
Right.
I would rather take my fucking chances with a fucking with a dude, like some dude that's coming after me or some shit, or if he has a problem with me, than a fucking random ass animal that could literally look at the fucking leaf hut that I built, the bullshit ass leaf
fucking
hut
paw that
I
bullshit down.
built. Motherfucker will huff and puff and blow my house down, bro, and then fuck me up, son. Like,
And at the end of the day, your dick's not out in prison, or at least it shouldn't be most of the time.
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And
shouldn't
you
be.
know,
I mean, to be
It
fair,
is, you
it'll
got
probably
another
and if you're
take
walking around
longer
with a
than
hard
30
on, let me
days
tell you,
to-
people will notice.
Yeah, in prison, probably.
It's gonna catch some.
And let me
attention.
tell you that bitch you kind of eyeing, you shouldn't be eyeing her. Because that's not a bitch.
Probably not a bitch.
is not a-
right?
Probably not. It's definitely not, bro.
Yeah.
That's probably not a bitch in prison.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a bitch. It's not a female.
It is a bitch.
Yes,
It's just not.
correct.
Yeah. It's just not a. It's not a
That is,
female.
anyways,
Be banging one of the
probably
COs.
would take a lot longer than 30 days to become the target of some sort of assassination attempt.
You could lay low
Yeah.
for a
Prison.
month.
I can
Yeah,
I can lay low
shit.
Probably
for
lay low for
30
30
days.
days.
I think I can lay low. If you were telling me like a year or two, then it's like
just a month.
nah, son. I'm not. I'll take my week in the fucking wherever for naked. But for a month,
No, I'm still not.
it
giving
has
up
to
my
be
freedom
like
for
some
30
old
days.
felon shit. Y'all ever seen that movie Felon?
Who's in it?
Nope.
Who was the bad guy from Blade, the original Blade?
Steven Dorff?
Steven Dorff, yes. So the premise. What? Y'all don't fuck with Steven Dorff?
No, it's just a random ass dude. That's all.
Yeah.
Dorff.
So the
Face.
well, yeah. So
Even Dorf.
Honestly, bro. Yeah, I saw the movie. This was before streaming movie. It was one of those movies that was like
Val Kilmer is another prisoner with the tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and he was a badass in that. He was like so anyway, the like it would have to be the situation that happened in this movie. Literally, he is a normal dude who someone breaks into his house and he goes to defend his family, right? He grabs a baseball bat and chases them outside of the house. Where he fucked up is that he hit the dude in the head with a baseball bat on the front lawn.
No longer a threat.
And then the other dude turned around, grabbed the gun from him or the knife or whatever the fuck the weapon was and kept running. And when the police came, they said the threat was no longer a threat because they had their back to him and they were running. So he goes to prison, right? And it's supposed to be a short stint. And on the way to prison, some bum ass fucking scared ass white supremacist dude, they're all being, which I don't understand, right? This is where it gets a little crazy. But right, this is a brand new dude going into prison, and they're bringing these hardcore dudes in with them. So one of the main dudes shanks somebody in the bus, puts it on the white supremacist the white supremacist dude's lap that's happened to sit next to him, and he's shook and he's a bitch. So then he puts it on Steven Dorff's lap, and that sends him on a fucking spiral of just going deeper and deeper in the fucking system because of this one-off thing that happened and all this shit. So like it would have to be some ridiculous shit like that to where, you know, that this is the premise of a fucking movie to where you go in on some bullshit for a month and you just go down this fucking rabbit hole where you just go deeper and deeper and your time gets extended and now you're in there for years and it's crazy. Which it is possible, and I'll still rather take my chances with that.
Yeah.
Than to be naked, living in fucking leaf huts. Okay. I don't even care about being naked. You could look at my dong all fucking day.
Pull it out right now. I don't believe you.
I'm just more worried about fucking surviving. Surviving out there, bro. I'm just not built for that. I'd rather fight somebody for my life and my life ends there than to be fucking torn apart by some fucking wild ass fucking.
Yo, my man's just hanging out of hippo's mouth ass naked.
His leg was over there. His dick was over there.
The hippo just munched his dick up. It was the wildest shit I've ever seen, bro.
Either they ate half of that shit or that shit was small as a bitch. I don't know.
Hungry hippos.
They ate half of it. I'm gonna just say they ate half of it.
That shit was small. I just saw the whole thing.
Pause. Anyway, yeah, I'm taking prison.
All right, prison, Naked and Afraid, Johnny. You're sticking with that?
Fuck the prison.
All right, that's cool. Me and Waco do our bit.
Who would be naked and
we'll
afraid.
Get out. We'll be all right.
Yeah, he looks like somebody that would be on that show for sure, though.
Like, hey, we like that beanie.
Yeah, son.
Just naked with a beanie on. That's what's up.
We'll let you rock the beanie. We'll let you keep the beanie.
Yeah, you keep the beanie. You just can't cover your dick with it. You gotta let that shit hang.
That shit'll keep me warm in the middle of the night.
Yeah. See that shit stretched out from front to back. Grab it. Oh man.
All right, y'all ever? I don't know if you ever see. There was like news stories a while ago where his kid got like knocked out. He was in an accident of some sort, went into a coma, came out of the coma, and spoke nothing but fluent Spanish. He was not a Spanish speaker. It was just very odd. So it got me thinking: if you guys were to wake up from a coma with a random skill, what would you like it to be? And keep in mind that you can't profit off it. You can't use it to make money. It can't become your job. It would just have to be something dope that you would want to wake up with that you think would fulfill you.
Is that really a skill if you
can't profit off of it?
No, thinking about this kid that woke up speaking Spanish but that's all he spoke.
That was all he spoke when he woke up from the coma.
That was a real life situation. That not
was.
necessarily saying it's a skill, but the question is, what is the skill you would like?
Yeah, no, it's just like if you were to
Johnny
wake up
loves
with
to
something,
be
because you
so
woke up with
specific.
something cool. I would love to wake up speaking another language. That'd be dope.
You can't even speak to your own family and shit because you just randomly only know one new language.
Yeah, that would kind of suck, but still be kind of dope at the same time.
Yeah, you'd still be able to pod. We know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts.
We'll be the only people you would know. It'd be like, oh, Joaquito, ¿cómo está, papi?
I'd be texting you in Spanish. You'd be like, what the fuck is he using?
Well, what do you mean you can't profit off of it?
Oh my God.
So like if I said, oh, I'd like to be able to speak, a second language or, multiple languages, I couldn't be a translator.
I have
And then,
one.
make mad bread off my skill that I had acquired from this coma.
Okay.
I have an answer.
What do you got?
My brain is always on and I think too much. I overthink too much all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go the Office Space route. Just wake up and fuck it kind of thing. Just like, all right, like just let everything
Just change your
breeze
whole
through.
vibe up.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And like
fuck
really
that.
mean
Like,
it. Not like one of those dudes that pretend
Exactly.
like shit don't bother them, but like it legit does not
It
bother
just
you.
legit nothing fucking bothers me. And it's like, yeah, all right.
I mean, that's not necessarily a skill, but I'll let it slide. I get it. I get what you're saying. Just
It
to
is a
change
skill.
your whole, like an attitude change. Like you can just change your whole shit up.
It's a
Yeah.
skill.
I wish I
to not
could
give a
do that
fuck.
for real. No, I'm saying it wasn't,
It is,
but I'm going to let
a
it
skill
slide.
to not give a fuck.
No, Wak is defending it as a skill.
To not give a fuck, like to
That's
like
just,
really
just
just
brain,
like
it's
let
just
shit.
brain chemistry. Like this is just how you're wired or you're not, right? That's not really.
There's a level of not giving a fuck, right? There's a not give a fuck. I'm about to wow the fuck out, but there is this you can teach yourself to do it, but just not let anything fucking bother you. It doesn't matter what happens. It's just like go with the flow. Like fuck it. All right.
thinking
Like
like-
genuinely just keep moving, and it doesn't actually bother you.
thinking
That's
like
it's a
comedian
skill
level.
to me because I don't possess that at all.
Thinking like comedian level, not give a fuck. Like I seen this clip recently where, I don't know how long ago it was, but the Daily Show has been having guest hosts rotate over and over.
Yep.
And what is his name? I think Danny Chiang. But the Asian dude.
yeah.
He
Kind of got that.
he was
from the name.
what?
I said I kind of got that from the name.
Yeah. But he was guest hosting, and he had John Oliver on, who had previously been, a correspondent on the Daily Show.
Sure.
And they were talking about just like, different shit that they would do and over the years, and they were talking a moment about like not giving a fuck, right? Like you don't understand how little I give a fuck. Like when the lawyers come, and they were talking about how like being a comedian, like you just have to like, you don't, like most people don't understand how little we don't give a fuck. Like we really don't care.
Sure.
The reason we're able to say the shit that we say is because we have zero care about the repercussions of the shit that we say. And they're
Right.
like,
Segura.
legal will come, and they're like, you're threatening me with legal? Like I don't give a fuck. Like that's the whole reason why I said it. It's a joke. Like I want it to be taken in that context. So that's what I'm guessing. Wak is alluding to here.
I'll go with that. I like that.
Sure.
I guess that's in that case I would consider it a skill, yeah. Because there's something that is needed to.
That's
just
my but the question itself is very strange in the sense like if it's a skill, you can profit off of it. So to try to find something that you can't profit off of, but you know this, like even if you woke up speaking Spanish and that wasn't something that you knew before, you lost the ability to speak one language and you gained the ability to speak another. Is it a skill? You know what I mean? Like,
no,
is
even
it
if you woke up,
technically a
even
skill?
if your skill was to speak multiple languages, like you could do that.
Sure.
You go wherever, speak them. You just can't get a job doing it. Like mine, I would like to be a sick artist, dude. I would love to be able to wake up with the talent to draw, which is something I do
just
not
can't sell 'em.
possess at all. And I wouldn't.
You just can't sell your
You
paintings.
just can't sell paintings. I wouldn't be a tattoo artist. I would just know that if the time came or if I felt like it, I could draw the fuck out of something and it would be fire, dude. Like that would make me happy. I feel like that would be a skill that I would like, that would be dope, and I wouldn't bother
work,
profiting
'cause
off it.
That might work because I think it's a fact that Vincent Van Gogh never sold a single painting while he was alive or something.
While he was alive, I think I heard that too. Like it can be a skill that is profitable. You just can't profit from it. Like it doesn't have to be something that like isn't profitable at all. You just can't go out of your way to be like, all right, well now I'm going to be a sick artist and sell these dope
profit from it. Oh, digging into this.
Yeah, probably.
Digging into the question too hard.
Just
I'm going back and forth with so many different things that I'm not even sure that are skills, and also like just not really fun. Like even if it was a skill, like I was thinking
Throw
about
something
like,
out
being
there.
able to like heal someone, and like heal the I could just go around healing people.
That would be I feel like that's a skill. If you can fucking heal some.
Not
like with your touch.
miraculously. Yeah, not miraculously.
Okay.
Like, that wouldn't be a skill.
That'd be dope.
That would just.
But like
be,
you knew medicine, you
superpower.
had crazy medical
I guess
knowledge,
if you-
like where you
yeah,
could
but
be
I
like
don't like that. I'm gonna go with
because there's no way that he would not monetize that.
yeah, I would definitely monetize that. I'm gonna go with being able to hit any bullseye, basically. Being able to hit any target.
That's
Throw
a
a-
fucking
Definitely
skill.
gonna
Across
fucking
the
monetize
room.
off of that.
That's
You
the
will
dopest
definitely
shit.
monetize that shit.
You
That's
know,
the
I
dopest.
could
Nope,
monetize
you can't be
it.
Of course you
but I
could, but
wouldn't.
you can't.
'Cause, even if I like joined tournaments, I would donate all my charities.
I can
all
see
my
see
winnings.
Johnny right now at a fucking bar, just like, oh yeah,
I mean,
$3.
you can win.
But
You
that's
can
not
win some free.
monetizing
You
it,
can win
right?
some free drinks off of it. I'm not mad at that. Like if you're like, hey, I bet you I
Just
can
gonna, like,
fucking
prove
do
people
this.
wrong.
Right.
Like word, bro.
You just. I don't want to see a
Just
W2
sideways staring
for
and
your
throwing darts.
billiard winnings and dart winnings.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna go with. Just bullseye level accuracy.
That's a
Hit
good
any
one.
any
who was
target.
Bullseye in the whack ass Daredevil movie?
Oh,
Colin Farrell.
the Colin
Farrell, yeah. Where he was just like drinking a beer. It's just
yeah, that's right. exactly.
That was dope. I mean, back then, I'm not even gonna lie, that shit was dope.
But the branded bullseye.
oh
in
yeah,
my,
bullseye on your forehead.
in my
yeah,
forehead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck
I'd
with
naturally
that.
become a villain if I had that skill.
Okay.
Just can't profit
Let's
off
not
it, son.
give Walk
That's
any
the
good
only
skills.
rule.
I can't profit off of it.
That's fair.
I'd be like a hitman or some shit.
You just for
But I would
free.
have to- yeah,
That's just
I
a
would
murderer,
have to
son.
profit.
A hitman for free is just a serial killer, dog. That's all you be.
All right, next question.
All right. Would you rather have the ability to erase certain people from your memories or have the ability to bring them back into your life?
Nah, erase them from my memory.
Erase them from the memory completely.
I would prefer the ability to erase people from my memory.
Like
I've-
Eternal Sunshine style, like
Yeah, whoever I feel like, I don't want to think about that person
ever again.
Like it probably wouldn't be something that I use often because I don't feel the need to like forget about everyone, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Or majority of people. But
You're not
if
a
I don't,
sociopath.
but if for whatever fucking reason, if I had the opportunity to just erase every fucking memory of a person, I'd rather that. I know it could get, we could go, you know, the obvious route of like bringing people back, but I think there's a, and I can't even really speak to it because I haven't lost anyone like that. You know, that special to me where I just like,
You'd bring
did
them back?
everything to
Yeah,
bring
you've
that-
never
to bring
lost
that person
anybody
back.
that you would bring back, dog?
Not that I would bring back, but like, you know,
You're
like
lucky.
obviously
You're
like,
lucky.
Fuck everybody
I still
that's
have-
gone.
I still
They
have my
gone for a
parents, you know
reason.
what I mean? I still have my parents, like my grandparents, either I didn't really know them because they passed when I was little,
Yeah.
or it's just, you know, older and stuff. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so even if I went that route, it would be something that I'm just like saving for someone specific. But then
Is it like
I
one
get,
person, or is it like you just always have the ability to, oh shit, this nigga died? Oh, bring him back, bro. Bring him back.
I know you
See,
know
that- but
you
that's
always you always have the ability. It's no one time deal.
It's such a, in my opinion, it'd be such a selfish thing to do that. I'd rather, I mean, they're both selfish, but I'd rather forget. I'd rather have the ability to just forget somebody and never pay that person another fucking thought. You know what I mean? Like never even waste another fucking thought on that person.
I
ever.
like that because I feel like, and I'm gonna go with that answer as well. You've almost swayed me, just because like that would come in handy so often. You know, you're driving home from work, something pisses you off, you get cut off, or you know, there's some bullshit that happens. Boom, forgotten about. Your mood is back to you're chilling, or you know, you get a hateful comment on something, and you want to start beefing, and you just forgotten. I'm not going to waste my time with that little bullshit. Like there's so many minute interactions that I feel like I have or we have as a collective that life would just be so much easier if you could just glaze on by it, not worry about it anymore. You know, it's forgotten. You're kind of by default the bigger person because you literally forgot about, like, there's no recollection of it. Like that would be so dope if because I get pissed off at the stupidest little things all the time, and for me to be able to just
and that's
get
an
over
even better
it,
point.
done.
Yeah, that's an even better point. Like people that don't even fucking matter to you at all.
Shit that you
'Cause,
shouldn't
like,
even
I
waste your
just
fucking time
I
on.
don't even know that person fucking exists. And I was thinking at a point of like, let's say, how many times when we were like younger, where someone either fucked you over or, you know, that girl broke up with you and you were heartbroken, to just be like, oh, I literally don't even know that person fucking exists anymore.
And some might
that would
argue
be
that
nice.
could, you know, stuff like that could bring growth, you know, that kind of confrontation and heartbreak if you're young. Like, you know, you learn
Or the
from a lot of
opposite.
those things, like things come from them, or it could fuck you up completely. And to have that choice to be like, I don't want to fuck with this. Like you think, you know, it has to be somebody from your life that you've known that you just want to get out of there. But it could be. But I think
It's not causing any harm. You just forgot. You
more in
just-
handy, for those little tiny things that aren't even worth your fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think what you just said is what would be most concerning to me about that choice. Like, I feel like the things that happen, even if they suck, like that, the fact that you completely forget about them impacts you moving forward, and then like you don't make choices the same as you do now based off of experience, because you have no experience because all the bad experiences that you've had
You've forgotten.
And so, like, I mean, I don't know, I would like to introduce you guys to a substance that I enjoy often, probably more often than I should, apparently, because I use cannabis for a lot of this.
Stop it.
And I don't think about anybody. Like, there is not a person that has wronged me in the past that I ever fucking pay any attention to or think about today. The only thing I'm thinking about today is tomorrow. Like, I don't think about shit that happened yesterday.
But see, and
unless I'm specifically like leaning in on something that I'm going to leverage that experience from the past. But
see, and this is exactly what I was getting to earlier about, you know, the same fucking thing, is the fact that I don't possess that. I don't have that part of my brain. I will like think of a situation and, you know, everyone else seems to have like not even fucking even pay it another mind. And for some reason, this shit keeps fucking creeping into my head, you know, living fucking rent free. And the shit just makes me more and more angrier.
Johnny has the walk skill of not giving a fuck.
Yeah, I guess I do.
That's what I'm saying. I don't possess that. So that would be my skill. Same shit. Like where there are enough people that, I could, it's not necessarily that they even live rent free in my head. I wasn't even thinking of it in the extent of Dave. I was thinking more like, you know, if like it just did not benefit me to even know, and it caused me any kind of stress at that point in my life, get that shit the fuck out of my head. Like, I don't really care. And like you said, you know, you don't pay any mind to any of that shit, right? Are you any, you know, have you grown any less from just forgetting these
like
fucking
if you don't give a shit, how can you grow?
That's what I'm saying. I don't forget
they just don't
them.
Fuck with you.
I just don't give a fuck about it until I need to. And then I could always draw back on that experience and be like, oh no, fuck that, because I remember this fucking asshole did this one thing one time. And so I'm not going to,
but then going back to that would
make
get
that
me
left-hand
heated.
turn on this street or something like that.
Reflecting on it would get me heated.
I can reflect on it, but it doesn't live, like Wak was saying, rent free in my head. Like, everybody got to pay rent to live in my head. Like, I don't
bars.
It doesn't bars. It doesn't, it's just literally like it doesn't bother me. Like I don't know. I'm just
I don't possess that.
Moving forward. So I guess
I know a few people like you where it's just like, nope, it's out of my head.
One?
Bring
people back.
Oh,
I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, I lost my mom, so of course I'm gonna choose that. You know, there's other folks that I've lost over the years that I'm sure I wouldn't do it for everyone, right? Because one, I think it's probably bad obviously for the world. It'd be bad if we just
for our multiverse.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Not but also, like,
I don't know people I wouldn't bring back, but
there's a reason for everything, you know.
People back,
things happen, but at least that one time, to have that skill for at least just to bring my mom back, I would do it.
Can't pass it up.
Yeah.
If I lost a parent, I would pick that too.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
That's why I prefaced it with that, because I would absolutely did that. If I lost a parent or a sibling, I have too many siblings and shit, then I'd be like, all right, that would definitely be the skill. Either that, or I would pick that and just not use it unless it was something that drastic.
Right.
It'd be nice to not give a fuck, though.
Be like Dr. Manhattan again. I have a power, and I'm not gonna overuse it.
That's kind of like what your power would be like, the Dr. Manhattan shit, like where he's just above everything, basically.
Yeah, he thinks of
every angle. Get lost on YouTube, and you'll forget that person just cut you off.
I do that every day.
I can't. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as you're saying that, I'm like, Dave, literally, that's
I know, that's what I was like. I don't think Dave smokes enough, because you shouldn't get that bothered by
and it's not like bullshit. I'm not having trouble sleeping because the dude cut me off, but just agreed. Like in that moment, like it's very easy to make me stew for a little bit, and I'd rather not waste my time. If I could take all that little bits of time that I waste stewing about stupid bullshit, I feel like I would have a lot of time back that I could just
I feel you on that.
Kick it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got for questions, fellas. Good round.
Cool.
You know what it's time for.
Or is it football time?
Fantasy football time?
Yeah. That's right. You could edit that.
Nah. Roll with it. Fuck it.
Oh, good. Because we got a new drop.
Jesus Christ.
Let's hit it.
Anyways, it's fantasy football time.
Fantasy football.
All right, fellas, we got a special episode on deck this week because there's actually a Monday night game going on as we record this, so we don't have any finals for the week. But currently, Blazer Ramon Alpha Male is up 113 to 111 on the Lizzo defense, and it looks like as long as the homie Hawkinson doesn't fumble, Alpha Male's got this in the bag. Dirty D's Love Jungle. It looks like he's Pussy of the Week again. I know last time we recorded this, he was Pussy of the Week. Didn't set a lineup.
Fucking sit people.
Pretty much, yeah. To Infinity and Bijan. No. In his defense, he did set a lineup. It just did very pussily.
Oh, okay.
So there was no.
That's more.
Yeah, no. Respect. I'm sorry, Donald. That's on me. You did set a lineup. Respect, but still, looks like low score of the week, bro. Because everyone's in the triple digits. So you're just gonna get labia of the week. You're not the whole pussy. You're just a little piece of it, dog. Old Kanye stomping on Walk's Team Fucks, who I'm pretty sure got fucked up by alpha males last week, dog. I think Blazer Ramon got at him pretty hard. So that's 2 tough weeks for Walk's team going down. Milanos and Milk looks like they're gonna lose to JJ's Knights.
Oh,
getting smashed 120 to 115, and Milanos and Milk is all done scoring. What do you got?
I forgot
My brother Danny is still killing it. Still killing the game. 111 to 108. Pittsburgh Feelers. Both of them are done. So game's a wrap.
Oh, it's over? Because I was about to say that's pretty close.
Yeah, no. It's they're both the dudes. They're out of players. So yep. My brother Danny with another W. But still, old Kanye is hanging in tough. Number one. Still rocking that shit. I think I'm a number 3. So we got some playoffs starting to shape here. We might even have locked down a spot this week. I forget which week our playoffs start, but coming up rather quickly as the holidays approach.
What week of the NFL are we in? Do you know?
We are in week 12 currently. After this Monday night game ends, we'll week 13 next week, and I want to say our playoffs are week 14, 15, and 16. 15, 16, 17.
15, 16, 17?
So, yep. So we still time to make moves.
Still a couple weeks left, Walk.
Yep.
Still got some time.
Still squeeze in there.
Nah. I'm starting to give a fuck less and less.
Nah. See, that's how they get you, son.
Nah. This week, what fucked me up was I wasn't paying attention on Thursday, just enjoying my day. And that Thursday game.
Yeah, he was too crunk.
Yes. Yep. Thanksgiving Day, I just wasn't paying attention, and my dude was injured and didn't move him out prior to that, so got just triple zeros.
Hey, you still didn't get Pussy of the Week, bro. You still hit triple digits, so props.
Right.
It was close.
That was
close.
That's it. That's it for the fantasy update.
Nice.
All right. Nice.
Wow, you
Perfect
actually killed it in the allotted amount of time. Well done. Well done, Dave.
That's what's up.
Victory. All right.
You know what it's time for.
All right.
The actual drop.
Yeah, let's see if I'm able to do anything in any allotted amount of time here. What did I think was important that happened this week? Oh, you know what I wanted to big shout out to whoever is the convicted felon that was able to poop shiv Derek Chauvin in prison this week. As it was reported, the former Minneapolis police officer that we all saw on camera murder George Floyd was stabbed in prison this week.
This deserved the celebratory fireworks and thumbs up.
There you go.
Because fuck that asshole.
Yeah.
Big facts.
I don't typically celebrate people getting shanked in prison. However,
No, absolutely
I think
not.
this guy, it's
a special
kind of
occasion.
good thing that he survived. Now he's
So he can get
gonna
shanked again.
constantly have that.
Yeah, that feeling.
He really
Have
got
another
that
opportunity.
over his shoulder.
He can't forget that.
Hell no.
See? And how long has he's been in prison, Johnny? More than 30 days.
It's been more than 30 days, which
Oh,
is
hell yeah.
that was one
Exactly.
of the reasons why I was like, if a cop could survive
Right.
more than 30 days, you guys
you
might
good.
be onto
Days ain't
something
much.
there.
You got an
We good,
N-word
we
pass, bro. You're good for at least a half a year, dog, before you get stabbed.
In prison, I don't think I'll be saying the N-word.
I don't know, dog.
Unless I immediately get bonded in with the Batos Locos.
You think they accepting your white ass, bro?
Probably
My man about
not.
to be
That's why I'm
probably
saying.
about
With
to
no
be
tattoos
in the
and my
Aryan
white ass
nation,
skin.
son.
Shave your head, bro. We
Yeah,
got you
I'm gonna
over
have
here.
to cut this hair. Get a swastika tattooed on my temple.
We'll
or
get it
my
covered up
forehead.
when we get out. We got to do what we got to do in here, son.
You could just lasered it, yeah.
Vato Locos. You be definitely in the Pato Locos for sure.
Boom.
But
Spanish joke over Dave's head.
yeah.
Yes.
He'll be in the crazy gays.
Yeah, basically.
It's back into Dave's
Dave's like,
head.
oh,
He's
okay,
got it
yeah,
now.
that tracks.
I
That makes
gotcha.
sense.
Yep.
Okay, Vato, I got it, son.
It's very close. Very close.
Oh shit. Y'all heard about this dude on Southwest Airlines that there's still no answer why he did this, but I believe this was in New Orleans. Plane was on the tarmac at least, because when I first saw the headline, it did not explain this. But plane was on the tarmac, rips open the emergency exit and starts walking onto the wing.
Okay.
No, I did not hear that.
Yeah,
At takeoff or at landing?
they're neither. It still was at the gate.
Oh, okay.
Like, is he leaving though? Like, were they about to
They were
depart?
going to leave,
Okay.
and they did not. And of course, I had just seen a video also right before we started recording where people that were on the plane, and which hadn't it hadn't crossed my mind as I was reading the story. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. Like, can't even imagine what the fuck caused this guy to, and why would he walk out on the plane? And then he ended up like, he walked out onto the wing, slid off, and they ended up chasing him, catching him on a tarmac. And I didn't even think about all the rest of the people that were on the plane, but basically I seen a video of people that were on the plane and they were all standing up to walk off. And the comments, the rumors that were spreading throughout the crowd is, man had a bag, threw it down, left it on the plane, opened the door and jumped off. So now everybody thinks there's a fucking bomb on the plane.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my God.
So they're all like jamming to get the fuck off the plane, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like a super mad rush to get off. I don't think anyone got injured in that part, but I can imagine that's probably a bigger deal than the freaking dude just randomly ripping off the emergency exit door. And then of course delaying everyone for his
Yeah,
weird
I'd be
ass-
more pissed about that. That'd be what I would be. And if I had the ability, I could just say, I'm going to forget this and not be heated about it. But I would be heated about that shit for a long time.
word.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I
saying.
would be heated about that too. Don't get me wrong. When I say
That's what
like,
I'm
shit
saying.
doesn't
My man's like,
bother
I don't
me,
give a fuck
that
about
shit would
nothing.
make me
I don't give a
pissed,
fuck.
especially like,
Hell yeah, you're traveling, dog. You're heated. You're tired. You're trying to
behind
get
now,
where
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
miss
go.
My flight, maybe miss a
Yep.
connection.
Yeah, now you're
that
just
shit would have
now
me
you're heated. Now he's got
tired.
him pissed.
Yeah, But I still wouldn't want to remember that. I would want to tell people that story I wouldn't want to forget that. I want to tell that story forever.
Yeah, no, that's a dope story to tell.
It kind of a little bit reminds me though, just, people with mental issues on planes. The story from a couple of weeks ago with the dude, the pilot that tried to crash the plane.
The mushroom pilot.
I think it was in Oregon or Seattle or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was
He was
wild.
like he's trying to like put it down like under the horizon line or some shit because he was.
Yeah, he wasn't even flying the plane. Like he was a pilot
as a passenger.
As a passenger in the jump seat, and he tried to enter the cockpit and push the fucking thing down.
Bro.
Did they figure out why he did that shit?
I think so they charged him with like 188 counts of attempted murder. Like all the passengers that were on the plane or whatever it was, 88 counts, 188, something like that. And apparently, I think his first statements or something to that effect, I don't know if it was to the cops or if it was in court. He said he was, going through some shit and he was trying to wake up from a dream. He thought he was asleep. Oh. He thought he was like being tormented and that he was in a dream, and he thought that this was the way to wake himself up.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Crashing the plane.
Okay. Yeah. That's mental issues for sure.
Cool dude.
Yeah, I would if I was a lawyer, I'd probably plead insanity on that
I
one.
legit thought I read that he ate mushrooms and was trying to put the plane down.
I mean, I'm sure you read that somewhere because people just write shit all the time.
I mean, this wasn't a random tweet that I read. Like it was an article. Okay. Some I'm not just quoting random tweets here. Like I read this on some semi-reputable news source. New York Post, maybe.
All on the same level.
Pretty much, yeah.
First though, what else happened? Y'all seen? Or did y'all hear? Matter of fact, Wack was the one that brought it up. Y'all heard that new Kanye? Did you even know Kanye dropped new music this week?
I did not.
It was a banger, son.
What was it like? Was like his old shit? Like
I was not a fan. You're talking about the one with Ty Dolla $ign, right? That was the song.
Yeah.
Vultures or something like that.
Yep, Vultures. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't really hit me.
I don't.
I don't know if it's one of those you gotta hear it multiple times.
I'm not surprised by that.
But yeah, that one. The one thing that did catch me though is apparently Kanye has lost his salvation and is back to talking about fucking hoes and.
That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we're getting there. We're making our way back to that old Kanye.
Back to it's slowly but surely. We'll make our way. We're probably at Life of Pablo now, and then we'll make our way back to Twisted Dark Fantasy, and hopefully he could just stay there. Like I'm good with anywhere between Twisted Dark Fantasy and 808s. Like just living that era again, please, and stay away from the Pablo days and beyond.
Go back to late registration.
I mean, if he could make it that far back, we would be in a new era.
We'd
never be there.
Oh my God!
Don't tell no lies, won't hold my tongue. Don't cry for me. This Chicago, nigga.
Oh shit.
I don't have no rapper friends. I hang with the vultures. Big ass toaster. Hit your whip and flip it over.
I don't know who this rapper is.
He's a
that
big
beat is hard.
Goofy. Rudy Gobert. Jump off in that lane. You gon' get put on a poster. My Ferrari F8.
Sounds like an organ playing.
I turned 10
that
bricks
really
into 12. Them birds had a growth
Yeah.
spurt.
That's your organ.
Later. I'ma need some dough first. I just got some head in a ghost and a ghost her. Yeah, out of here. Your boyfriend a gopher. I seen him out with a.
What it is the beat is fire. The beat is fire. I don't know who the fuck that dude is. The hook was dope, but yeah, I fuck with it. I like it.
That is, I would agree with everything you just said. The beat is pretty dope. I wouldn't necessarily call it fire on my first listen, but it's pretty dope. It sounds all right. I could see it like a good, workout music or something like that, like weightlifting, not like running. But
specific there.
Yeah, that first dude that comes in, I can't remember what his name is, but I wasn't feeling his bars. Something like that. Wasn't really feeling him. Didn't really feel Ty Dolla $ign's bars either. Kanye's bars were okay, but I think I was more distracted by the fact that he wasn't preaching Jesus anymore.
Oh yeah, he does that shit as he needs to.
Right. When he feels like a sinner again, then he got to go back.
He was fucking getting head on a fucking on a Venice, or not Venice, and was it in Italy?
It was in Italy.
It was in Venice.
Yeah, it was in Venice on one of those boats.
On a
the gondola. There we go. Yeah, he's fucking getting head on a gondola in Venice.
Yeah, I mean he is a sinner. Don't get me wrong, but we've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
That's the beauty of Catholicism. It's very forgiving. You just gotta ask.
Right. It didn't matter. Apparently, the number one song on Billboard's still went to Jack Harlow of all people.
For sure.
Which I did hear that song also. I kind of fuck with that song.
To me.
Yo, Jack Harlow's getting clowned right now, dog, for the halftime performance at the Detroit game on Thanksgiving. And for some picture he posted looking like Marv from fucking Home Alone. Shit was wild, dog. My man is going through it right now. Like, that song might be a banger, but he's getting played hard right now.
He's part of this.
I did not see that.
He does not give a fuck. He's part of this younger generation where as long as you talking about me, you're talking about me, and that's all that really fucking matters. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of these dudes.
I'm just saying what they're talking about in the streets right now. I'm not saying that you're hating.
I'm just saying that you were like, he's having a hard time. It's like, nah, as long as my name is, and that seems to be the trend this younger generation. As long as my name is on the tip of your tongue, like it is what it is. Like all of it is a win. All of it is a win. Love me or hate me, as long as you're talking about me, I'm coming out on top.
I mean, there's some of that I understand. There's other parts where you get to like,
he's just the current white rapper that everybody jumped onto. So
Adam 22 is just literally a cuck. Nah, that shit is not. Will Smith. Nah, that shit is not.
Have you caught his show?
No.
Have you caught Adam 22's show?
You listen to No Jumper?
Exactly. It's not helping his.
No.
It's not helping his case to lure fans like me. I think the only reason I fuck with the what's his face?
Lenna's porn. Yeah, I fuck with that too.
No,
Jack Harlow.
Yeah, her too.
No,
the Jack Harlow's track rather is, and I was thinking about it as I was watching the video. Like I was picturing myself as an old man, because that's what I am, right? And I'm like, okay, so at my age, and how does this track? And I'm trying to like pin, because basically the song is, I don't know if it is a 90s R&B sample or it sounds like an R&B 90s sample.
I don't even know what song you're talking about. Hold on, I'm gonna play that one too.
But it's very 90s, and then the video is shot in 4:3. So you got the black bars on the side, and I'm just like, man, this nostalgia thing is.
Music?
Nah, as long as we talk over it, we should be fine. It might.
Yeah, it's like a reaction. It's a reaction.
Yeah, it might do something on YouTube, but
yeah,
we're not exactly getting rich off of YouTube right now.
Yeah, we'll be good. Yeah, you see?
Oh, I can hear. Yeah,
that shit sounds like a 90s bop.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like still a baby.
That's what I think. Like, that's why I was like, okay, I could vibe with this. Like, like again, like I'm not necessarily saying he got bars or anything, but I think it's again mostly the beat. Like it's a good bop for the beat, you know. I'm like, all right, yeah, I can fuck with this. I can see why this is the #1 song on Billboard Hot 100 right now.
Jack Harlow has a decent flow. He's not. Nobody looks at him for his lyrics. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
He's definitely
he might get like
better.
A bar here and there.
He's definitely. I would rather listen to Jack Harlow than anything fucking Logic has put out. I'll tell you that. And he's known for his fucking lyrics and shit like that. Like I don't give a fuck about anything that Logic has to say.
I don't know what it is. I can't give a fuck about Logic. I just do not.
Yeah.
And I feel like that should be right up my white boy alley, but it's not at all. Like I can't. Stand it.
He has like 1 or 2 songs that I would listen to, and his whole shtick is obviously, other than fucking saying that he's biracial a million fucking times, it's just like trying to out Eminem is really what his whole shtick is, and that shit is annoying real fucking quick. You know what I mean? That shit is just annoying as fuck.
He should have done it by now because he's been out for a minute, and I feel like Eminem still isn't out Eminem'd yet. So
I thought Logic retired from music, didn't he?
He did, and then he came out with an album probably like 3 or 4 months later or some shit.
His audio recording software is tight, though. I'll give him that. That's really all I think about.
Facts. Yeah, no, I definitely don't give Logic more than 20 seconds of my thought a year. He, you know, when I have heard a song of his, I'm like, oh yeah, no, that the Duke of Spit. But no, that really doesn't entertain me anymore. In that line of thought, I'm assuming you're comparing Jack Harlow and Logic just because they're 2 white rappers, and
I'd rather fuck with Chris Webby.
Yeah, because he's the poppin' white rapper for a while. Like
Jack Harlow
there's
is
always
yeah.
There's always like one white rapper.
If it was white rappers, I'm gonna go Action
top.
Bronson probably.
Ooh,
yeah, but he's not.
They're not nowhere. I don't think. Well, I mean, I would put Action Bronson and Logic in the same category.
Where's Lil Dicky at?
Oh,
Action Bronson.
Lil Dicky got bars, son.
He does, but his music is silly.
Kind of comedic in a way.
He is, but he still got bars regardless. The shit might be funny.
If it was a freestyle battle, between the 3 of them,
the Sway freestyle that's
Lil
like
Dicky.
mad famous, like that Lil Dicky Sway freestyle, bro, where he has like the flowers and shit. Like, oh my god, I listen to that. Monthly.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
But as far as music goes, though, his shit is always way too fucking silly.
Don't drop shit like that either.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
his shit is always way too silly. But there's always, and I'm not negating the fact that like Action Bronson, he is more of a lyrical rapper, I guess, because like you want to hear his words. But he's more on the. I think he was more famous on the fact that he kind of sounds like Ghostface Killah. And he's like on the level of fucking a Griselda, where Griselda
straight boom bap.
They're not on top. You know what I mean? They're not on top, but they have their fan base and they're known. Mm-hmm. He's known. He's not exactly on top. He's not the top.
That's why I say I would put him
rapper.
like I would compare him to Logic, because like Logic has never been on top. Logic has never had a hit. I don't even think he's ever broken the top 100.
He has though. He had that fucking that suicide one, and that's the one that everyone fucking. That's where he got that fan base of fucking depressed white kids who are just like they hold on to that whole 1-800 or whatever the fuck that shit was called. That song was so ass. I understand the message, and all that, but that. Huh? It was the song that made him blow up, and it was literally like a suicide prevention hotline song.
I had Juanes on the song. That's kind of weird.
Who does?
That song was Logic and Juanes. I've never heard this song, by the way. It was released in 2017. It's called 1-800-273-8255, which I'm going to assume is the suicide prevention hotline.
Yeah.
It's just everything I'm seeing right now says that the song is by Logic and Juanes, which that's weird. No, wait. I'm seeing somewhere else. It's Logic and Alicia Cara and Khalid. Okay, never mind. Because Juanes that would just be weird. Juanes is like a
wild.
Mexican pop singer, so that's why I'm like that.
That would be weird.
Google is giving me the wrong results here, but I'm
trying to think of.
I just want to see like where this song charted because I've never heard of this song before.
I'm sure you've heard it. It was all over the fucking place. And everybody that I know that fucking is on, obviously all folks from the fucking fruit stand, who are just like on his dick, and I would tell them repeatedly how trash he is, and they're just like, yeah, he came out with that song though, and it resonated with me. It's just like, you're just depressed, homie.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peaked at number 3 on the Hot 100.
That was
September
his
of
one.
2017.
That was his one. Yeah, that was his one.
Yeah, I think in 2017 I was so elbows deep into reggaeton, I wasn't listening to any hip hop. I definitely never heard this song.
I just wasn't fucking with Logic. That's why it wasn't on my radar.
Yeah,
That too.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Anyways.
What's his name too? I don't know how we got onto just music shit, but fuck it. Tory Lanez from prison came out with some shit, and the only reason why I thought of it is because you were talking about how what's his name, the song sounded like very 80s and 90s and shit. Tory Lanez a while back came out with Alone at the Prom, and then he deluxed it and added another 10 songs to it that have that same old style feel. I can't even, I haven't heard it. I heard like little tidbits and shit here and there, but I don't know which song is good or not, but let me see. I'm going to skip ahead. Yeah, you can hear that 80s feel.
Synthesizer, yeah.
Yeah.
And he
so
fucks
that's where I was, and I do like that because I'm an 80s kid, right? But that's where I was as when I was listening to the Jack Harlow shit and I was getting the 90s vibe from it. That's when I started like, damn, wait a minute, 90s is like the thing now, right? And so that's when I was starting to piece together like, okay, well, so if he was born in 2000 and he's 23 now, then that would be like at my age in the 90s, or rather in 2003, someone celebrating or recreating 70s music. Yeah, I would say in the early 2000s, people were still kind of rebuilding 70s music and starting to slowly get into 80s vibe now. So the 80s thing, I think, is starting to get a little played out. I think that synthesizer 80s thing is starting to get played out, and we're in a revival of early 90s culture and early 90s, a
lot of the clothes are coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you see 90s retro clothes now, it's a lot of early 90s shit.
We were just talking about,
grungy.
me and Dave were just talking about like, baggy jeans are coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Not
Speaking
exactly
of which,
either.
Insensitive
It's
merch,
like
new
a
gear
little-
dropping soon. Early 90s inspired Santa Claus holiday outfits, holiday sweaters for y'all. It's coming this weekend. I'm going to say this weekend, going to be available. Check out insensitivemerch.com. Make sure you check that out.
I'm a scoop.
Yes,
Are they going to be delivered by Christmas? Will I be able to rock my shit?
I think so. I don't know what
I
the
believe so.
cutoff date will be, but I think I'll calculate
safe
that
to
by
say.
next week's episode. But I'm gonna suggest that you
Getting
visit
those orders in
insensitivemerch.com
this
as soon as freaking possible if you want to order something for someone for
gotta
the
scoop
holidays.
that.
Yeah. So check that out, insensitivemerch.com. Yeah, so let's see. Anything else? Got anything else first?
Only other thing that I had here, which was more like a PSA than anything. I don't know if you guys heard. This is starting to happen. Y'all are both dog owners. I'm a dog owner. We're starting to hear about this mysterious disease.
Yes,
that's
I did
catching
hear about
dogs
this.
all over the country.
Yep.
It's in a couple different states. I want to say it's like 5 different states, but they're across the coast, like Colorado, Massachusetts, Michigan.
Just
like
random.
It's kind of random. I don't know if it has to do with people, like visiting other folks or whatnot. It seems to be airborne. And it also seems to be with dogs that are around other dogs, right? Like it's a dog-to-dog transmitted thing. So I would suggest, if you're a dog owner, and especially as we come into the holidays, probably don't take your dog around other dogs. Like keep your dogs away from parks, keep your dogs away from boarding shelters. And those types of things, doggy daycares. It's tough to do
when you got to.
That's why I'm saying,
you got to drop them off. Yeah, and it's
that's why I'm saying is a PSA. Like, be aware, because you don't know what. And the thing is, like, it feels like as I was reading the articles about this shit, it feels like when COVID was hit, right? Like, oh my God,
a doggy COVID.
It's like a doggy COVID. Like, nobody knows what it is, but there's no way there's millions of dollars of research going into what the fuck is happening to dogs in America. To identify a disease and label it.
Respiratory, right? It was like coughing.
Yeah, it starts off with
malaise,
like a cough.
Just they don't want to play.
It turns into a pneumonia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out, folks. We love we're a pro
the stories
dog
I was reading were heartbreaking. Where and then it looks like they react well to the antibiotics. They do well, and then like 2 days later, boom, they're back in the hospital.
Oh,
the doctor's like, "You come say goodbye because he's not going to survive." Like that shit would kill me.
I'd
so
be dead.
Be aware if you're a dog owner this holiday season. Just watch what your babies are doing,
tightly.
what your fur babies are doing.
Word. Good call.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to have to tell my girl about that. I mean, we don't bring our dogs around other dogs, but
we don't too often either. But there's other dogs that he sees on his walks. He has a girlfriend in our little apartment complex that he gives kisses to, and they play, and they're he's a little, they be clapping,
Clapping
my
the doggy
homie.
cheeks.
That's what we do.
You just go do it. I'm gonna turn around real quick.
I'm gonna turn around.
Just
Like
rub
he's
me off
fixed,
real
but
quick.
I let him get
Just
them
rub
nuts
me
in.
off, Cleo, please.
Sure.
That's the homie right there.
I wanted to have a conversation with y'all. Because it was.
Well, I'm not quitting the show, Wak.
Nah, he's doing his best.
I mean,
dog.
that's definitely the conversation we need to have, but not on the show.
You in trouble, son, on some real shit.
Word.
No. So
my dad just called me to the office.
Nah, for real though. As y'all know, at least y'all on this YouTube. Last night I saw Joe Coy live.
Ooh, that's
here
right.
in Rock. And it there was a debate that's been going on with me and Rocco going back and forth because we all know how opinionated Rocco is on certain shit. And right now, other than his war on the church, the most recent thing that he's really been fucking fighting is the fact that Matt Rife is not funny at all.
Right.
And he had the audacity to tell me that crowd work doesn't count. And I'm having the debate with him like, bro, I get it if you don't connect with this, 20 some odd year old dude on his material, right? Because it's I get that, but you have to admit that his crowd work is good, and that is what's getting the attention, is how good he is at fucking crowd work. And he had the audacity to tell me, well, I know a bunch of comedians and blah, 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 and crowd work doesn't count. Do y'all agree with that?
1,000% no.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely,
No,
I don't agree. I don't agree with
I don't
that.
agree.
Just because, I mean, you know, you're there for the crowd. Like, that is your number one responsibility for the crowd. So whether your material is top notch or not, even if you have subpar material, but you're fucking working that crowd over and they leave feeling like they got their money's worth, they got a good show, you know, that then you did what you were paid to do, right? Like that you're an entertainer. You entertained that crowd, and maybe it's not for every crowd, but crowd work is definitely part of it. And granted, and I'll play devil's advocate to myself, the crazy good comics that we think of, the Richard Pryors, the Carlins, like the Chappelles, we think about their material. Absolutely. Sure. You know, their bits, those are classic bits, classic material. But make no mistake, they could work a crowd like nobody's fucking business at the drop of a dime if they felt like it. Like, that is 100% part of the stand-up act, and you know, I think what you're being paid to do. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. That's crazy, and I feel like Matt Rife catches shit because he's a good-looking, attractive guy.
That's
and
exactly what I was thinking.
Comedians aren't supposed to be they're supposed to be ugly and have these stories from being bullied. Like, you can be good-looking and be a funny fucking comedian. Like, they're not one and the same.
Yeah, and he's under a lot of scrutiny because of his he released his Netflix special, and I guess on there he had a joke that had to do with like domestic abuse or some shit like that.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
We did. But I'm just saying, like, and that shit is fucking stupid. I think even that was a result of people just wanting to hate on him.
Right.
And I think you're exactly right. Like, he's just a good looking dude, right? And his crowd work is phenomenal, bro. Like, I tell him all the time, like, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what his material is, because the majority of what gets thrown around on social media is his crowd work, and it's all fucking different for every fucking show.
That's got to tell you something right there.
Yeah, and you know what? That shit is fucking working. Because you know who fucking Matt Rife is.
You got to be good to work a crowd like that too. That's not anything you wrote, bro. That's off the top of your head. Just fucking going with it, man. Like, that's probably tougher than writing a fucking set, bro, dude. Like, that's legit.
This was the conversation that I wanted to have with you, right? And then last night I go watch the show. You know what a majority of the Joe Coy show was?
Working the
fucking crowd work, bro.
You got to know where you are, like, that's huge, bro. That's huge.
A lot of the shit, bro. He had an ongoing bit with just this loud Puerto Rican woman at the front of the thing, where he's just like, he keeps coming back to her because she just keeps on blurting some loud ass shit out, and he's just like, oh my, and he just keeps getting at her the entire fucking show.
That's brilliant.
All of it is fucking hitting. Everybody is dying laughing. Like, the show just, he even said, like, I was supposed to get off a long time ago and I'm still rocking. The show went on for almost 2 hours, and I'm not even talking about the two people that were on before him. Openers. He literally went on at 8 and fucking and ran until like 9:45, bro.
Damn,
that's a good show.
That's a legit set.
And his his material was funny, but a lot of it was crowd work. And even her, because Jillian's brother and his sister-in-law saw him, I guess last year, like, or in the beginning of this year or some shit. And they said, yeah, like, some of it was stuff that he was hashing out. So he did some of the jokes. Yeah. But they were like, it was still funny because it was all of the crowd work that felt brand new. And then he would blend these into those, you know, a little bit and segue from those things and make it a part of this new show that gave it a new feeling. So, yeah, no, I call bullshit on that whole crowd work doesn't count.
Yeah. That's
all
not
of
an acquired skill. You can either do it or you can't. Pretty much.
Or you're going to fucking just lock up and just fucking walk off the fucking stage. Is that what you would prefer? No. Like,
no.
Fuck out of here.
Props to him. Actually, he's going to be in San Jose really soon. Some people were selling some tickets, but it didn't line up.
Didn't line up?
No.
But, I mean,
it's a skill,
dude is funny.
crowd work. That's a fucking skill.
It's a fucking great skill, bro. Like to be able to just
maybe that's
to
what
be witty,
that's what if
like
not
on
bullseye,
the dime like that.
No, bullseye, bro. Bullseye is that shit. That was dope. I wish I chose bullseye.
Crowd work skills.
I feel like that improv, bro.
Witty.
Like, I mean, I guess you can take improv classes, but like, you either can improv or you can't. Like, it's not. And you can't take a class on improv and be like, oh, I'm fucking Joe Coy working the crowd over. No. That's something you're born with, bro. Like you
those
have
improv classes, they nurture people that already have.
They can pull it out
skills.
Of you if it's exactly. It's not gonna.
But if you
don't have it, you're not gonna have. No matter how many improv classes you take, you look like a dipshit.
Yeah, it might help you be a better public speaker, but that's about it.
Yeah, you can help you open up, be more open to meeting new people, but you're not going to work. You're not going to start improvising during a fucking stand-up show.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree with y'all on the fact that everybody who hates on Matt Rife is either a hater because he's good looking, a hater because he blew up quickly on TikTok. Because people look down on shit like that, right? If they blew up a little bit faster, at least it seemed like it was faster than, than you should have been. Like, I should be up there because I do this and that. And man, fuck out of here.
Matt Rife was probably still putting that work in before we even saw him on TikTok.
He was,
so I have no doubt that he was doing his thing even before that, and he got what he deserved because the dude seems pretty funny, man. Like, I've never seen a whole show, but his bits, his crowd work, like, I've seen enough to know that I'd probably fuck with it. I'm gonna watch that special. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see how funny his fucking material is and see what he's bringing.
And honestly, like, I saw the special. He has some funny shit on there, but the only real reason, like, some of it didn't connect, and I can see why it didn't connect, is because he's a younger dude and his jokes are just younger dude shit. You know what I mean? Like, talking about when he got caught jerking off by his stepfather and like the steps of,
jerking off. We can still relate to that.
That's not exactly.
Crazy.
But I'm just saying, like, it's just like more of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's
shit
just
that hasn't happened to us
dude.
for a while, but we can still reflect on it.
Facts. So they just find shit to, and Rocco just
reasons
likes
to hate. Yeah, no, he's got to hate something, bro. Like,
he's got to hate something.
It's got to be exhausting living the life that Rocco lives, man. I'm telling you.
Energy that keeps the Rocco train moving.
Crazy, yeah.
It is. But that whole conversation on comedy is just like, all right, if you don't like him, you don't like him. But to go on an all-out fucking
tangent
war against Matt Rife is just like,
do better, Rocco. Do better.
There's better shit. And what really pissed me off is just crowd work doesn't count. Like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, are you
wild.
fucking crazy? Yeah, tell DL Hughley that. Right? He's become pretty fucking successful at making fun of the motherfuckers on the front row. That was his whole shit. All right. You have any other news or anything like that? No? Okay.
No.
I was waiting for a reaction. I was like, "Is he know you're talking to him or?"
No, I get it.
Okay, he's like, "Nope, nothing. We're good."
Oh man, I don't have the screen right in front of me, so I gotta look off to the side and shit.
That's fair.
I gotta fix that. So I didn't catch it right away. All right, let's rain on your parade there. Hollywood. Luckily for you, we don't have a ton of Hollywood because things are starting to just start moving around now.
Slowly churning.
Slowly turning. A while back, we discussed how the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, lost its director. Its director and the writers, and now it has been confirmed that that they've casted the writers from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, so they are now taking over that project, which is good because the rumor mill. Remember, they were going ham on the fact that Kang was no longer right.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, like they weren't doing that anymore. So
move on to Doctor Doom.
Yeah, exactly. So luckily we're not doing that shit, or they're not moving away from the Kang Dynasty, right? They're just they're still moving forward with that, which is
I thought I saw
that we were talking
Michael
about
Waldron.
The Loki people are
Michael Waldron, the dude that created Loki and the writer of Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, cool.
Is going to do, what was it, Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty is what I was seeing on X. Yeah, both of them for Waldron.
Nice.
I'm with that.
Which is, I'm stoked about because I love that. That dude is so good. I feel like they're going to, it's in good hands. He knows what's up.
I mean, they haven't fucked us yet, so.
No, yeah, Loki was great. That shit ended nicely. I was happy with that whole series, that whole arc. Can't wait to see, if we even see him again, how that would be. A lot of things are moving forward.
It would be in like Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars. Like, it would be like one of those like big wrap up type films, big team up type films where he would make an appearance. But it seems like that's the end of Loki.
He has to be a guiding force
as far as the TV show, and possibly like in anything. Because I believe I saw him, or at least I saw a clip of him on Jimmy Fallon saying that this was like the culmination of his, 15 to 20 year arc journey as Loki or whatever, however many years it's been. Like this was it. Like he was like, this is it. Like the bittersweet ending type thing. So if he does come in, it'll be like a tap on the shoulder. Like, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
More things. So with Gladiator 2 is now set to resume filming next week. So we can't wait for a little bit more to come out from that.
Ridley Scott?
Yeah. It is Ridley Scott,
back?
yes.
He's doing the second one? All right, cool.
Yep. Speaking of Ridley Scott, since you wanted to go there, I'm kind of getting tired of these fucking old ass directors just shitting on anything that's new. Kind of, I am.
I know what you're going at. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're just all coming for these superhero movies and shit. It's like, if that's what was popping back when you started and that got you your break, y'all would have all really just jumped on that fucking bandwagon to get yourself out there. So like the hate that they have for these movies or the stupid ass fucking comments that they have.
Explain what Ridley Scott said. What did he?
So Ridley Scott says that he's turned down superhero movies in the past. He has been offered them and he turned them down because his stories are better than these superhero movies.
Yeah.
And it's like, and in reference, he was saying like that like Sigourney Weaver's character in Aliens, he considers a superhero. I think Russell Crowe's a superhero in Gladiator. The difference is the fucking stories are better, is what he said. That was his quote. I mean, he's not wrong, but it's just like I get it, but it's just that they just love to shit on these superhero movies because it's the thing, like it's the thing of right now. You know what I mean?
I'm going through his IMDb looking for what he wrote because he said his stories are better. Alien Covenant in 2017 and Boy and Bicycle in 1965 were the only two stories that he told. And I promise you, neither of those was better than fucking The Eternals. So his stories, okay, I get it. You're a good director, bro. But your stories, you're being very loose with that term, my guy.
Yeah. I mean, these people just
director, it's kind of your story when you direct the film.
I mean, you have a little bit of input on how it's seen, but that's not your story, bro. You're telling that story, but it's not your story.
I see. I feel you. Either way, I think he's tripping.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely tripping. I mean, for sure.
Weaver is not a superhero.
No, but I mean,
Does she
those
do
movies fuck.
above
Alien is tight.
what a standard human would do? Yes. But she doesn't do anything super heroic. She doesn't have magical powers.
She just survives.
She's heroic, but not
She's
a
heroic.
superhero. She's not super heroic. She's just heroic.
Is not.
That's not even the point. Like, yeah, these are.
Matter of fact, Maximus dies at the end of the goddamn movie.
Yeah, took Iron Man multiple.
Spoiler alert.
To die.
It's I mean, I get what he's trying to say, you know, but it's really just shitting on superhero movies, which seems to be very popular with older fucking directors and older people in Hollywood in general.
It's easy.
That snub their nose at
get off
anybody
my
who
lawn
does.
of old Hollywood directors.
Yeah, and it's getting real fucking old. It's like we
Just
get
like
it.
them,
Like
yeah.
you know, you made your
Shouting
name
at
in
clouds.
Hollywood before this was a fucking thing. So now people are, you know, they're getting in. They're making these movies. They're not all fucking hits, but back then
they're grossing more
weren't
than half
fucking-
your catalog combined, and it's
Absolutely.
getting them in their
Absolutely.
feelings a little bit. I totally get it, but that doesn't make them not assholes for just being so blatant about it. Like,
yeah.
get the fuck over yourself. Go tell your stories then. Why are you talking to us? Go do what you got to do. You're so important. Please continue.
It's giving Make Hollywood
Great again,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
These MAGA directors, yeah, I get it.
Mahugada.
Oh, man.
Mahugada.
Mahugada. That's so stupid. I'm just I'm tired of hearing that shit every fucking week as a new director, just like fucking superhero movies.
Yeah.
Like let that shit fucking go. Then
you can
you
do
know what?
both, too. You can be like Nolan. You can tell a good superhero story, but you can also do your own shit when you have a good story to tell. That you can't. You don't have to pick one or the other.
Yes.
You don't have to fucking hate on superhero movies. You could just make a good fucking movie. Just write a good fucking movie.
Let the movies
make
talk
that
for you.
movie. Yes. Yeah. And put it out there. And if that shit bombs, you're just gonna be fucking mad again. You're gonna go,
Oh, that Marvel. They got me.
This generation, all they want is that mindless fucking superhero shit. It's just like
These dudes, they're out here these days getting played by fucking Venom 2 and shit.
I mean,
No wonder your butt hurt.
Exactly.
It could be Venom 2, Jesus Christ.
Venom 2.
It could be the studios are pressuring these folks, right? Like they're saying, hey, we could work on the movie that you want to make, but we also have this opportunity for She-Hulk or She-Ra or
Thor
some
5,
other
'cause
like
that's,
bullshit
we
ass
have an opening.
comic book movie that they're looking at it like, are you really going to make Swamp Thing over my Vietnam War,
Right. My Napoleon
dramatic,
fucking yeah.
you know, bullshit?
Yeah.
Like, and that's where I can see them kind of getting bothered by it, right? Studios looking to, well, yes, your Napoleon movie is going to cost us $250 fucking million to make. Do you think we're going to make $500 million in the box office? Or should we instead do Captain Planet? And
I'd fuck
you
with that.
probably sit back and like, fuck Captain Planet. I want to make this goddamn Napoleon movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Joan of Arc. I got this Joan of Arc script I've been working on. The people need to see it.
People
my
really
Oscar.
wanna
Fucking
know
trash.
what the fuck happened to Dodi Al-Fayed while he was driving Diana around. I don't know. Like,
I would actually watch that. I would fuck with that.
more as a documentary.
Still.
But yeah, like I get it, but also fuck them. Like, choose your battles.
Yeah, fuck all that.
You've been watching The Crown? Where did that come from?
I haven't. That's just I was just trying to draw a shit. I have in the past, but
He's
no.
a Crown fan.
That was a deep cut.
I was pulling shit.
He's a Crown fan. Yes, since we kind of touched on superhero movies, right now the pretty big rumor is the fact that, let me rephrase that. No, it is a rumor. There's obviously no actual confirmation on this, but they're saying that Fantastic Four is going to involve a popular villain, which is the Silver Surfer. Ooh. And that the rumor, again, is that they are going to pick a female to be the Silver Surfer in this movie. And that female is rumored to be Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes. I fuck with that rumor. You know I fuck with Anya Taylor-Joy. And I think she can be a huge cold bitch too. So like I don't know exactly the Silver Surfer's vibe,
she gives
but
the Silver Surfer vibes.
she could fucking kill that shit if that's what it is. Cold bitch, she got it.
But Silver Surfer never shows a human form, right?
Yeah, it's just it's implied that it's a dude. It's just like muscular.
Yeah, but
dude
what I mean
like
is like
Alex,
you just
like
never
Alex
see,
Mack.
like
when she
there's
was
no
silver.
like
no,
it's not like like term like T2000 where like they go back and forth
where they could take the form
so
of
it
an
would be
actual
like
human.
Anya Taylor-Joy consistently in CGI, and we would just see the shape of her body the whole time.
Pretty much, yeah. A silver version of Anya.
Does she
Taylor-Joy.
talk? Like, is her voice? Is it just because I mean, any skinny bitch could just be a figure for the Silver.
Yeah, they talk.
Like, they need to dive into this Anya Taylor-Joy a little bit if they're going to snag her like that.
Is what Dave is asking for.
Silver Surfer talks.
I'll clap those Silver Surfer cheeks. Pause.
It's not pause if it's Anya Taylor-Joy.
Just in case y'all went the other Silver Surfer, I had to pause just in case. I don't know how y'all don't fuck around sometimes.
No, I feel you. Yeah, nope.
Because if I didn't pause, y'all would have been like, "What?"
Yeah,
that's fair.
But yeah, no, Anya Taylor-Joy, unpause.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with that. I'm not so tied to this fucking Silver Surfer character that I'm gonna be up in arms that it's a female now. And Anya Taylor-Joy brings the fucking heat. So, yeah.
We gonna address the Cillian Murphy Dr. Doom rumor?
Hold up. But also the fact that it's adding to the lo fantástico cuatro rumor because she is Latina.
That's right.
That's true. Here goes another Latino taking
she's another Latina
job of a hardworking American actor.
Fucking John Leguizamo is gonna be
heated that he's not.
Yeah,
that
not a
was
very
not
happy
considered.
camper.
Well, because all the Latino actors that they're taking are the white boys.
Yeah, exactly. I'm real happy that it's the Latinos, but they ain't never called me, so fuck them.
That's
all right, Aurelio.
That's what you're sticking with?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But still,
I could hear it though. Like if I tried real hard and I was half stupid, I could hear it.
I love your non-use of the R word there. I like it.
I wanted to so bad. I
already know. No, but so you said Cillian Murphy is a rumor.
Cillian Murphy, Dr. Doom.
I want to say that I think that's been a rumor for a long time now.
It was popping today.
That is a fan casting. That is a fan casting that people have been asking for a while now, and I am not mad at that rumor if that were true.
I'm not mad at Cillian anything. He could be the Silver Surfer. I'll still clap them cheeks.
I'll tell you one thing though: if you use Cillian Murphy to be Doctor Doom, that arc better be a massive arc.
Not that Christian Bale bullshit.
No. Not a one-off bullshit where he just dies off. This better be.
He's done with Peaky, done with Oppenheimer. My man got time on his hands.
Honestly, if you bring in Doctor Doom for just one movie, and that arc never expands to be something way bigger than what the fuck you've already failed.
Michael Waldron's on it already, so don't even worry about it.
And if you bring in Cillian Murphy and have that, you better be prepared for the onslaught of people just denouncing fucking the MCU more than now.
Oh, Ridley Scott. Whoa.
Yeah. That's true. Let's see. Last thing I have here. Have y'all seen the drama surrounding the Scream 7 castings?
Yes.
So
yeah, some actress got fired for some pro-Palestine comments.
Yeah. So pretty much the main actress in this in the latest two movies, she was the main girl that brought that the story was surrounding. It was her and Jenna Ortega. They played sisters, but she was the main one. Apparently, she was fired because she made some comments that were pro-Palestine and considered anti-Semitic. So they let her go as a result of this. And then Jenna Ortega had to exit Scream 7 as well, citing scheduling conflicts. So she is also not coming back.
Where did the chick make those pro-Palestine?
So yeah, I looked into
social media
into this a little bit. The first Becerra, I want to say was her last name. I didn't see any of these.
Yes, Melissa Barrera.
Yeah. I didn't see any of these later recent Scream movies.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they're
decent. I'm not huge into horror, and two,
I like Jack Quaid.
I like Jack Quaid
too. Yeah. So anyways, just because it's been popular on social media, a lot of talk about it, and it kind of coincides with that whole Israel-Palestine controversy. I looked into it. So I seen a tweet post that someone was like, here are screenshots of everything that Maria Barrera has posted about the Israel-Hamas situation. And the shit was like 47 tweets long. I mean, this girl posts nothing for like the last 6 weeks except talking about Israel Hamas. So I can absolutely understand a studio saying, there's such part as being like politically active, and there's other parts of like kind of just overdoing it, and we're trying to promote a film here, and all people are going to do is relate back to how you're on the opposite side of whatever they're on. And this is going to cost us funds. So either you decide to stop only posting about this, or unfortunately we're going to have to cut you. And I'm not saying that's the right move, but from a dollars perspective, I can completely understand a studio saying like, if you had made a statement, I don't think
it looks good.
Maybe
on
you've posted
either way.
5 things, but like there had to be over 100 fucking posts, like, and they're all stories where she's typing shit out. Yeah. Some of them were reposts.
She's not retweeting stuff or liking stuff. Like,
most
she's
of them were not retweets. They were like those long,
written,
the long stories that it's like the whole fucking length of your phone. It's just consistently post after post after fucking post, and I can understand where some people either that are on the opposite side of her take, which her take was mostly anti-Zionist, let's call it, right? Anti-Israel as a state, but not anti-Jewish, which is one of the big nuances with this whole debate back and forth right now, right? Like, if you say anything anti-Israel, well, then that makes you anti-Semitic. No.
Right.
But that's how
That's
it's
exactly
being
what
looked at nowadays.
the article said it too.
Yeah.
That she made a bunch of anti-Semitic tweets.
Who was that?
I said that's what the article stated.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The
just
articles will say, and people are coming out, and that's how they'll accuse it as being anti-Semitic. But I didn't really read anything. And, I read like a good number of I read like the first 2 tweets thinking that, oh, well, these are the posts that she wrote, right? Like that's what and then I realized that this was a thread, and then it was just like hundreds of tweets, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'm not going to fucking continue reading this.
Too long, didn't read.
But from what the stuff that I did read, most of it was all kind of, I do not support Hamas, but I don't think what Israel is doing is right, and there needs to be a ceasefire. That seems to be the gist of what I was getting from it. But again, like I said, nowadays you say anything against Israel,
yeah, you can't say anything.
You're a fucking Nazi, and so that's what happened. And then on the Jenna Ortega thing, the news came out like the day after or the same day, and so people were like, oh, this is Jenna Ortega like supporting her friend or whatever.
Yeah, solidarity.
Turns out that she like had notified the studio 5 months before that it wasn't going to happen because of conflicting schedule with Wednesday. So it wasn't related, but the news was released so close together that it seemed to be related.
Kind of got lumped together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. If my bread was on the line like that, I'm just going to not fucking tweet anything ever. Like, you can have opinions, feel how you feel.
Man.
Just be fucking smart about it is all.
It's tough, man, because in like situations like this, I know it's real tough.
And
even I said it. I'm like, yo, if I don't fucking know.
No, she's Mexican. She's Mexican. And I know
so
one of the
skin in the
tweets
game.
that she had, or stories that she had posted, she was like, my people know what it's like to be colonialized as well. And then started trying to relate back to the Palestinian thing. But no, she has no direct relationship to what's
it's not
happening.
Like Mia Khalifa, where she at least has some sort of like
or
say
Gigi
in it,
Hadid
like she has
or any of those.
Nothing. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
She has no physical connection. It's just her
spouting her feelings.
Yeah, she has a take,
and you can do that. But
I mean, I agree with you, but also,
I
mean, you saw what Selena Gomez got into for not making a take, right? Like she was like, "Oh, I'm not going to take a stand." Well, people gave her shit for not taking a stand.
Yeah, you're damned if you do. You're
and
damned
then she
if
did
you don't.
take a stand,
But
and it was kind of neutral. Like, I want to walk both lines, and people gave her shit for that too. It's like you can't.
People can give you shit for anything.
Yeah, basically.
But in this case, from a business standpoint, she doesn't have.
she doesn't have the Selena Gomez clout for sure, because I don't even know this bitch's name. So just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't know what she's done besides this.
That's pretty much where I stand. This is where I've stood.
That's what we've been saying since this whole thing started, right?
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Just shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up.
We're not big enough for people to call us out on not speaking out in one way or another. But at the same time, it's like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'd rather have fans mad at me for not fucking saying a fucking word than for me to lose.
To say something wrong, bro. Like,
say something wrong, lose, not be able to feed my family and all that shit. I mean, it's all bad, man, what's going on. And hopefully that all comes to an end.
Hopefully there's peace in the Middle East sooner rather than later. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right?
Anyway.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
Have a good night, guys. Everyone shut the fuck up. We'll catch you next week.
It's time for us to go. Let's No.
Damn.
You had me there. I was
really
like, oh,
over.
damn, he's serious. He really just killing this.
Nah, I mean, we're not too far off.
Nah, hit it. Just I was going to roll with it, son, if that's what you want to do.
Nah, do y'all fucking with anything? Y'all have anything to add?
Netflix forced me to start peeping this, it's called Exposed Ghost Train Fire, I believe. It's it's a theme park in Australia back in '79 that caught fire and like 6 kids and an adult died in there. And it's like the crazy long docu-series. It's 3 episodes, but they're like an hour and a half a piece. So like it's a decent amount to take in. So I don't recommend it, Johnny, if you're looking for something new to watch. It's a little bit long, but very interesting. I mean, sad, of course, but the Australian government, based on this docu-series anyway, is so fucked. Like I had no idea that shit was that wild over there, and they just got down doing whatever the fuck they want, but apparently they do. So if you want to kind of be bummed out and kind of pissed off, check this shit out on Netflix. It's kind of tight.
Sounds like a great time.
It's a good time. No, we watch murder shit all the time. Bitches love that shit.
I know. Yeah, they sure do. True crime is the #1 form of podcasting for a reason.
Facts.
It's all
Facts.
women. Let me see. I mean, there's nothing crazy that I've been fucking with. I mean,
Monarch. I
I'm
don't know
Monarch.
if you guys mentioned Monarch last week, but
We
I fucked
did,
with all
yeah,
3
for sure.
episodes of those. Caught up with that finally, and yeah, I mean, it looked good, so I was pretty confident it would be. But yeah, these 3 episodes even pulled Ash in, so that's how I know it's good.
It's been very good. I just caught up on a few things, so I caught The Creator, which
nice.
was very good.
You like
I
it?
enjoyed that.
That was good.
And I caught Barbie.
That's
finally.
right. You did catch Barbie. What are your
I
thoughts?
did catch Barbie. I thought it was good. I thought it was definitely well written. I thought it was very, very smartly written, like how they made this world and all that, and how she floats, and it's just, the way someone would play with a Barbie kind of thing. I was telling Dave before we started recording that, I mean, I don't know if I want to get into all that, but I can see like where people take that stretch of this is an anti-masculine male bashing type of movie.
I mean, it is.
I can see where they would get that from like a specific lens, but it's just it's reaching for something that's just not, you know what I mean?
So.
Like,
I don't think it's reaching.
it's not reaching, but I think it's
I think it's reaching
because
if you get bothered by it.
Yeah. Okay, that's a better way to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying like it's not a generalized like men need to fucking step the fuck down kind of take. I think it's just, in my opinion, I look at it like it's a fucking Barbie movie, right? Barbie is the main character in this doll world, right? She's everything. No one gives a fuck about Ken. It's exactly what we're saying, right? Like no one cares about Ken. And then Ken comes to the real world and finds out, oh, wait, men rule stuff over here? Shit, I got to bring that back over there. And then tries to bring that, but that's just based off of the way that the dolls are and like the importance of whoever.
But it's also,
I
think what you just touched on was the fact that when Ken shows up to the real world, he's like, wait a minute. Men run the world, not women. And I think that's the observational lens that people get offended by, is actually seeing a mirror put up to their face and seeing that this is the real world. Yeah, men really do run shit in the real world. Sorry, they do in a to a detriment to women, right? Like it's and yes, women do not have as many opportunities as men do. And though it has gotten better over the last 1,000 years, it is not. What?
Like I said, 1,000 years.
Yeah,
last 100 years.
The last 1,000 years has gotten better over the last 100 years. It's gotten better.
50 years, maybe.
And yes, it's gotten even better than it's been in the last 50 years.
It keeps getting better. That's the point. It's improving.
It keeps getting better.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
it's definitely still not anywhere near parity.
And you know where it's got us? Pronouns. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh boy.
Easy, Bill Burr.
Yeah. We're not ready to make.
You know what, chaps? No.
It's not MAGA culture.
No.
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed all of it, and I
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It wasn't.
I can understand why people got pissed, but also. I think, like you said,
it's just a fucking movie.
It's a fucking movie. Like it's a bit of a reach. I will say though that the America Ferrera speech, still every time I see a clip of it or watch it, it still gets me. I still like that shit is real. That shit is real, and it makes me.
He don't get a drop. He don't get a pot. Nothing.
I couldn't even find the drop. I had to drop it in real time.
I had to hit him with that real drop.
Yeah, I had to hit him with that real gay.
That nigga gay, nigga gay.
Nah, that shit was it wasn't as it wasn't bad.
There we go. That would have been perfect.
Oh man. My
Should
man
I call
said,
you Mister?
That America Ferrera. I can't even say it with a straight face.
Why you clowning my man like that? Just that was some real shit. That was some real shit, son.
No, it was heartfelt. But still.
It still is.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. No, you're right, son.
It's a good monologue.
It is.
You're right. Oh, shit.
Nah, son. Nah.
Oh, man. I'm just loopy now. I'm tired. It's late. Oh, shit. That was good. That was good, Johnny. I love when you joke like that.
I love when you joke like that, Johnny. You so funny, Johnny. Shit.
You so funny, Johnny. You pretend to be gay.
You gay as a motherfucker. You gay as shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. I'm going to make that a clip just to get people mad at us. Let's see.
Have the song in
at the
there,
fact that at the fact that I'm laughing at it. It's great.
Hard.
Yeah, very hard. Dave is over
Too
there
hard.
like
Little
I
too
want to
hard.
laugh I want to laugh so bad, but nope.
Naked and
Not
Afraid
getting
in the
my
Woods
way.
hard.
Shit ain't funny.
Oh, shit ain't funny.
Afraid in the Woods hard.
That shit was funny. Nah, it wasn't a bad movie though. I thought it was good. Very well written.
Ryan Gosling was funny though, right? Surprisingly.
Ryan Gosling was funny.
Ryan Gosling is he can be funny though.
Well.
He's got some comedy chops that he hides under that six pack.
I just recently seen the cinema sins of that movie, and so it reminded me of a bunch of scenes where I either thought it wasn't as good as originally when I saw it, or other parts where I was like, oh shit, yeah, he's calling them out really good on this. Those cinema sins guys, they be having their shit on lock.
They're so jaded, bro. They can't even watch movies.
No,
yeah, they can't watch
It's gotta
it.
be tough. It's gotta be tough.
The only
it's
thing
like a
with saving
Rocco
grace
life.
is whenever they like reverse a sin, it's like, okay, this person has a little bit of a heart.
Yeah.
I don't
But
even
then they
think it's
take
that
30.
they're so jaded. They're just they're so used to looking at it in a very specific lens that it just, I think it just ruins every fucking movie for these people.
Yeah, that's why I wonder, like, do they
like
actually
movies?
think like this when they watch these movies?
They have
or
to.
They just...
There's no way they can't. They have to.
If that was my job, I would try to watch it the first time,
right,
as you're supposed to.
That's how I would
see
do it.
Like
yeah.
They're probably just
and then
fleeting
afterward
thoughts.
nitpick it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I think after a while, because you know how to nitpick it, that you just can't help but to notice the little bullshit, you know? And then now it's just forever ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Way
It's
to
like
go,
I read someone's honest review of Napoleon yesterday, spoiler
that's
free.
gotta be bad.
And it was like, the dude was talking about how he was literally laughing in the theater out loud at points. And he was like, I don't think these parts were supposed to be funny, but I literally screamed out, Jesus Christ, at one moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to peep that.
Yeah. I still want to see. The second trailer actually got me more hyped for it. I was like, oh, you know what? I forgot. This is Ridley Scott. Like, this is probably going to be.
Oh, that's a Ridley Scott joint? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
But I mean, it'll be a fun action flick, right? There'll be some. I'm not expecting story, right? Like, just as much as Ridley Scott thinks his stories are great, they're not.
His stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alien Covenant. Great.
All right, guys. Since y'all have nothing else to add.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even give you my
guys.
fucking wit. I'm just fucking
around.
I
What
ain't
you fucking with?
Feeding the baby, changing diapers. There we go.
Yeah, fucking with the culture. Guys, thank you for tuning into this episode. If you've made it all the way to this point, you fuck with us, so that means we fuck with you. Remember to go to insensitivemerch.com. This weekend, we're going to launch the new site. Have a couple holiday-inspired t-shirts and sweatshirts and whatnot. So please look out for that. And we promise to keep updating with newer shit. All right. Other than that, you already know what to do. Rate, review, subscribe wherever you are listening, watching the podcast. We appreciate you. We'll catch you next week. Peace. Peace.